3, 2, 1, and action. Hello, viewers. First, I would just like to quickly say thank you for all the new subscribers to this channel. And for those that joined in the beginning and you saw us from when I was in my bedroom with my Bitcoin mining computer going in the background, thank you for staying. Really, I gotta really appreciate that. So, I would also like to welcome the people from the Philippines, because I know there's a lot of new subscribers from the Philippines. You have a beautiful country. Your beaches are definitely some of the best in the world, and the surfing is great as well. Anyway, so for today's video, we are going to talk about Mr. Biden, Joe Biden. What are you doing, Joe? Sleepy, sleepy Joe. Okay, guys, so we're talking about Joe Biden because of taxes. Now, there's been some important news that has been circulating around this week that can affect the stock market. Okay, and this is a very important piece of news. It's relating to Joe Biden's plans for increasing taxes. Okay, nothing is 100% concrete yet, but basically what the markets are now pricing in and what the news is that Joe Biden's going to increase taxes on the rich people to fund his infrastructure plans for the US economy. Now, this is very important because what affects the price of the stock market is liquidity. Liquidity is cash. So, generally speaking, the stock market is not moved that much by everyday people that have, say, got $500 to invest, $1,000 to invest. It's moved by hedge funds, the so-called suits in Wall Street, and that money, you know where it comes from? It comes from rich people, people that have got millions. So Joe Biden's plans is to increase taxes on the rich. So for anyone that has over $1 million in assets, which actually isn't that much when you consider how expensive property is in America, they're going to be paying more taxes. And it's going to go up to 39.6% on capital gains tax, CGT. CGT is the gain on the capital that you make. So let's say, for example, you invest $10,000 in the stock market, and then it becomes, say, 20,000. If you fall into a certain tax bracket, that's now going to be 39.6% tax on your 10,000 profit, yeah, which is a lot of money. Now, do you seriously think for just 1 second that the rich people, very good-hearted people, they really want what is best for the country, and they are so stupid that they are not going to talk to their financial advisors, their accountants, they're not going to have some kind of plan to deal with these new changes? Of course not. They have clever structures, clever accountants, great advice. They are going to move their money around to avoid paying the tax in a legal way. Yeah. So even though Joe Biden has probably got maybe people's best interests into account here. He wants a fairer society. That's why he's spending all this money for families and for clean energy and for the infrastructure of the country. You know, those are good things. I can't say those are bad things, but the money has to come from somewhere, which is why he's going to tax the rich more. But if you are invested in the stock market and the rich people have a lot of money in the stock market, that can be a problem. So how am I preparing for this, and how can we benefit from it? So the first thing is, nothing is certain. Yeah, that's why we should always diversify our investments. Never be in one thing only. Never just be in Bitcoin or Ripple or the S&P 500 or Apple. Never be in one thing only. You need to diversify yourself. That almost goes without saying, irregardless of this piece of news. But I think now that we need to take into account this more seriously, that he can radically increase taxes on the rich people and make it more expensive to be rich, we need to be smart. So how can we be smart? So one thing that I'm doing, I'm on eToro as a popular investor. Yeah. I am actually buying insurance. Buying insurance on a stock market correction. Yeah. And I'm doing that with a few different tools. The first tool is something called the SQQQ. The SQQQ will go up if the Nasdaq goes down. And then another tool that Khalil likes to use is the VIX. So he's buying the VIX. That's his insurance. I've got my insurance. So I just hope you have an insurance policy as well on the stock market. Because if you didn't, you better start considering it. Yeah, so the first thing is protect yourself. It's not just about how much money you can make, it's about how much money you can lose. And I think now we are starting to line up some more ducks, some more possible black swans. So we need to get that insurance. Yeah. So that's the first thing, protect yourself. And what I would say is capital gains tax. If you understand how CGT works, it's the gain on the capital that you make. So generally speaking, growth stocks, which just so happen to be technology stocks, they have done some of the biggest gains. Yeah, you look at Apple, it's done a huge gain. You look at Nvidia, AMD, these things have had huge gains. So if there's any kind of like radical changes to the tax laws in the United States of America, it's going to have big impacts on these type of companies. Yeah, because for the rich people, they will want to either prepare and take their investment out before these changes come in, or if they're kind of a little bit late and surprise, they're going to be under pressure to diversify, right? So please do consider, again, I have to repeat myself, diversify your investments. Don't just be in technology and the Nasdaq, okay? Try to be in as many markets as you can whilst doing good due diligence. Yeah? So that's what I would say regarding Mr. Biden. We need to be careful with him. Now, this not all is negative and gloomy. We can talk about some positives as well. So Joe Biden, he was elected with quite a clear mandate on green, clean energy. Yeah. So we all know that he is very much trying to push the climate change thing, saying we need to take rapid action regarding climate change. Whereas, say, Donald Trump was kind of the opposite. He was like, well, what climate change? It doesn't exist. But Joe Biden, he's very much like, we need to take action for climate change. So this is how we can also benefit. There are certain stocks such as Fuel Cell, FCEL, also Plug Power, which is like hydrogen type of a green clean energy company. For these clean energy companies, also even Tesla, NIO. Basically, these sectors, these companies in the green energy sector, they're going to benefit from Joe Biden. And actually, just today, there was some news released that Joe Biden has promised to deliver by 2030 a 50 to 52% reduction in greenhouse gases, CO2 emissions in particular. So this is even better if you are investing long-term in clean energy. And it's one of the reasons why I'm investing in clean energy as well. Yeah, not just protecting the planet, but also making a profit from it. So, that's great how you can make a profit and also do your bit for the environment. I think that's really great. So to summarize this video, we need to be careful of Mr. Joe Biden regarding his tax changes that can affect the US stock market. So please diversify. I think that's almost goes without saying. And the second point regarding clean energy, he has doubled down and saying he's going to do better than before regarding reducing CO2. So now is maybe not a bad time to be investing in clean energy, especially after some of these stocks have done like 50, 60% dips. Yeah, because I know the economy is opening, people are going outside, enjoying the sunshine, going to the restaurant, and they're like, oh, I've made a lot of profit from my Tesla investment, so I'm going to take some profit now and enjoy my time outside. So as you say, one man's loss is another man's treasure. So take advantage of it as you see fit. But I know what I'm doing. Or do I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, so thank you for watching today's video. I hope you like the purple glow on my face. Yeah, I'm becoming with the Matrix. Anyway, so if you would like more of this content, you can obviously like and subscribe to the channel. We also have a Discord group that's free to join. You can join and see what we're talking about. We've got a nice community in there. Also, if you would like to join eToro and follow our trades or even copy our trades because you may be not so confident on investing and trading, you can just click the link below. That's also your way of saying thank you to us because we do have an agreement with eToro, so we get a little cash for you signing up. Yeah, so that's everything for today. I hope you like this video. So always be zen, no fear or greed in your investments. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.